spark real change, and bold conversations lead to lasting impact.
That's right. This is a space where we amplify ideas, celebrate stories, and challenge.
Impact Show, where authentic voices spark real change and bold conversations lead to lasting impact.
That's right. This is a space where we amplify ideas, celebrate stories, and challenge mindsets, because every voice matters and every story has the power to transform.
Whether you're a dreamer, a doer, a change maker, or someone simply figuring it out, we are here for you. Each week, we bring inspiring guests, thought-provoking conversations, and powerful insights to help you own your voice and leave your impact.
I am the energetic EJ, a life and transformational coach, a podcaster, and an event host. I work with women who are accomplished to turn their success into legacy influence.
Hi, my name is Olawale Afolabi, but many know me as Scott Unlimited. I'm a seasoned compere and orator par excellence, passionate about connecting people through words and purpose. Beyond the mic, I'm a business intelligence professional driven by insight, strategy, and impact.
My name is Grace So Amazing. I am an integrative life coach. I help my clients align their psychological, social, and physical well-being. I am the founder of Friends Lean On Global Foundation, a non-governmental organization that is centered on educating people about mental and emotional well-being. Like,
subscribe,
and share. Welcome.
All right, yes. Welcome today to Your Voice, Your Impact show. This is the energetic EJ. I really do hope that this network is okay, because I'm trying to monitor. I don't know if it was just on my end, but when we're playing the intro, it was breaking. Is that correct? Was it breaking or was it smooth on your end, Grace? You can't hear me. Your mic is on.
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. But is it breaking? Is it breaking? The way you are responding, it looks like it's breaking.
On my end.
Oh my God.
Okay,
so we're having a network challenge. I hope you can hear me. I can hear you, Grace, but it also feels like it's slow on my end. So I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to assume you can. I'm trying to monitor. So let me just try and see that everyone can hear me. Okay, so the thing is, my audio can be heard clearly, but my video is a bit cranky. So guys, please bear with us. The network is going to adjust in a short while. So please bear with us. But thank you so much for joining us, Hex. I see you. Okay, Hex, thank you so much for the feedback. Hex saying they can hear us clearly. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so welcome to this episode of Your Voice, Your Impact. This is the energetic EJ. Gracie, I hope you can hear me. The way you're looking lost.
I can hear you. The question is, can you hear me? No, I'm just so angry with this internet.
I can hear you too, but your video is not moving. So it's like our videos are a bit wobbly, but people can hear us. So Hex on YouTube, can you also see us, or is the video also slow on your end? Okay. Someone else is saying I can hear you. Thank you so much for the feedback. But guys, can you see us? We just want to be sure. If you can hear, we can just go on. And then when we have yes, we'll just excuse ourselves but like the right. But thank you for confirming that you can hear. Honestly, I think it's the network, and I am so but please just bear with us. It's network, it's tech that is doing his thing at this moment. So please bear with us. But today on the show, I mean, this December already, we are, oh my God, the thing is frozen. The screen is frozen, but I believe you can hear me. Grace, can you still hear me?
I can hear you. Just go ahead. I can hear you.
Can you hear me, Grace?
Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, no, the thing is, I can hear you. So on the internet, your video is even going better. So I'll pass the mic to you. Go ahead. I'll get out and come back in because your video is live, but mine is frozen at the moment.
Oh, okay. All right. So can you hear me?
Please go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Today, on the show today, we are going to be having a wonderful time. And just before EJ left, she was just introducing the theme for the month. This month, December, we are zooming in on gratitude and also highlighting and interviewing people that are grateful for the year and they will be sharing their stories with us, telling us things that they did. And today we will be having a conversation with someone that has done something audacious. And I don't know if, okay, she's here. Okay, so hopefully it is better now. Yeah, I can see you clearly now. And just say something so I know you can hear me and you can also see me.
It's breaking. I think it's still breaking. Don't just go ahead for now.
All right. So while we're waiting for EJ to get sorted out, we want to make a very big shout out to anyone and everyone watching this. I don't know, just before we get into the nitty-gritty of today's show, I want you to tell someone, to tell another person to get on here, because the conversation we're going to be having today is definitely going to transform someone. I am excited. I don't know where Scott is, but hopefully we will get him on here before the end of the show. All right, so if you can hear me, EJ, I would love for you to confirm that before we introduce our guest. But before we introduce our guest,
I can completely hear you. So it's just my video that is misbehaving, but I can hear you.
No. Your video is actually okay. I can see you and I can see you move and I can see everything, you know. So okay. I think that is sorted. All right. So yeah. Okay. So before we bring our guests here, I'm personally going to just talk about the weekend. The weekend was an interesting one for me. I belong to see EJ. Before I will say that, you know how they say your network is your net worth. That they didn't tell us the other part, that the bigger your network, the bigger your investment, and the bigger your what's the one? Yes, so I saw a video over the weekend that they said contribute your business, this network you have to maintain. I'm sure our IT guru is going to come and tell us why this season in particular, Harmattan in Nigeria, why we're having this we know we normally have internet issues, but this season is extra. Like I have like 4 or 5 internet providers, but we're still struggling. Anyways, without much ado, I would like to hear from EJ. How was your weekend, and what was the highlight for you? I saw you with Gary V. Hey, my co-host is going places like Gary V. Come on now, tell us about that.
So last week I was a part of I attended a summit. It's called Bridge Summit in Abu Dhabi. And honestly, the amount of promotion that they gave to this event, it was almost like if you are not there and you are in the UAE and you're not there, like exactly where are you? What are you doing to your life? It was so bloody. Like the FOMO factor was so bad. Like because it was like everybody who is anybody is there. Like at some point, it was almost like, you know what? Let's even go there and see if this thing is just like audio. Are they really bringing all these people, or is it just marketing gimmicks and all of that. So the place was bombarded. It was full. Creators, because it's a media conference, and it was the first of its kind, right? So that was even what made it more interesting. Like, wait, what? First time? Why are these people so, like, who is behind this? It was amazing. 3 days. The truth was, the way they organized the event, they had an app. So the event had started before the real event. People had started connecting, people had started networking, the energy was already palpable before we stepped into the conference hall on Monday. So it was beautiful. I mean, like, Idris Elba was the highlight. Was the first person who was, an international figure that spoke, that opened up the conversation on the beginning. And then there were a lot of great people, a lot of great people, great leaders, and it was just amazing. And for me, I know it was almost like it was too much to take in. But at the end of the day, I felt fired up from that summit. Like, no, 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 no. There's work to be done. I had to come to a conclusion at that summit. Like, I am not a content creator. Content, but I am not a content creator. I cannot enter into that office, because when you see content creators, come on, they are serious. It's business. As in, they are building businesses that are raking in millions. I'm like, no, I'm not a content creator. I just create content. I'm a teacher. So let me stay in my lane so that I will not give myself unnecessary headache, But it was really inspiring. I'm fired up. And, my vision and my goal, for 2026, it's almost like that experience helped me solidify it. Like, yes, this is what we're focusing on in 2026. Because just being in the room for the opening ceremony and seeing the stage and seeing a lady like myself, a lady of color, and she was putting on an African kind of, attire with her head tie and everything. And she was the opener, she was the MC for the event. I'm like, my heart leapt, and I'm like, I want to be on one of the stages next year. That's the goal for me. So next year, I am all out as an event host. That is my leg for next year. So every other of my expression will maintain, but they will take a back seat. You see, event hosting, I'm setting the goal. I'm going to be on the Bridge Summit stage. One of the stages, because they had multiple stages. They had over probably about 8 or 12 stages. I want to be one of the MCs on one of those stages in 2026. And I'm saying it out again here today. I did a video at the event to kind of say, I am putting this out into the universe, and I'm going to put in the work. I'm backing it up with action, not just words, And so that's why the conversation we're having today is very, very, it feels like it's going to cement my desire again, because I want to talk to Mr. Abel to find out what was it, when did he envision it, and what was it that happened between when he envisioned it and when he actually actualized that goal of coming and creating is it entering, or is it, we say, applying to break this world record of the longest programming session. So honestly, I'm super excited for today's session, and I just hope that our network allow us. I hope that our networks allow us to, do what we need to do today. Okay, so I can see some, this kind of rubbish people that will just bump into your Zoom meeting and be doing rubbish. I think I see one of them in this comment section, but we'll see. If he says anything, I'm going to just block him off. But yes, that was how the weekend. It wasn't even the weekend, it was last week. So weekend for me was more of just taking it in. And then another friend of mine gathered a couple of us together, and we did like looking back into the year, looking at where we are, and then looking forward into next year. So it's like, I'm ready. 2026. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We love it. We love it.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to introduce our guest to you, but before we bring him up on stage, we're going to let you have a preview of, his the is it attempt, we'll call it now, the attempt, or like a recap,
a snippet of what happened.
Yes, a recap of what happened. So please We're going to play that now. I just hope that this our network today would just not misbehave, right? But we're going to go with what we have, and give me a second. So when my this thing went off that time, my whole screen just went off. So I was kicked out, and everything I'd put into the studio. Is it showing on the screen? Father Lord. I am unsure if it's the network, if it's my laptop. I don't even know, but I refuse to be frustrated today. I refuse to be frustrated today.
Well,
I don't know if
are you
it's
trying to play, because I can hear you?
it's done. It's finished playing, I think. So, but my system is
The
freezing or
video is
something.
not
I don't
playing.
know. It's done playing. Did it not finish playing?
Okay.
I think it finished playing. I think it finished playing.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
for a bit, mine too, my own network started misbehaving too.
Oh, I see. Well, apologies for this network today. I think, Mr. Abel, you carry something that we need to hear, because this bass buzz is too much. We're just going to bring him up right now. Hello, Mr. Abel. What's going on? What do you want to share with us that the village people don't want you to share with us like this?
Can you hear me,
It's
please?
like village people don't want you to share with us. What's going on?
Oh no. Can you guys hear me?
How are you today, sir?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Hello. Energetic
Yeah, can you
EJ
hear?
and
Yeah, can you
Grace.
hear us?
Yes,
Yes,
I
I
can
can
hear
hear
you
you.
clearly. Very clearly. Hi guys. Hi ladies. No. It's a
Hi, how
pleasure
are
to be
you?
here. I'm very well,
Awesome.
thank you for having me.
Awesome. We're glad you're here as well. And I think there must be something you have to leave with us today that is needed. And it's like there's just this force saying, no, 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 don't bring him up. Don't bring him up.
Somebody said he's village people. On my DM it says he's village people.
I know, right?
But it's all good. We're alive now.
Okay. Okay. I'm getting a feedback that your voice is a bit low. So maybe you want
Oh
to
really?
speak up, or if there's a mic that the source maybe increase it or something.
Okay, how about now? How is it sounding? I've
I
just
think it's
increased your
better.
volume.
Okay, I think it's better. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Abel. Thank you for being here and thank you for being patient. Again, the network today is wonderful, but we will not let that deter us. All right.
Not
So
at all.
quickly, quickly, we want you to introduce yourself to our audience. Of course, I know some of your audience are also here, but for those people who don't know you already, just give us in your own words, how would you introduce yourself?
Okay. Yeah, very shortly, my name is Abel Yakubu, and I'm Nigerian. I live in Germany, Berlin City, and I'm a tech professional. But yeah, over 10 years of experience, and yeah, I don't know what else to say, but this is just me. I'm very easygoing. I believe I'm a nice individual. I tend to always, keep things very happy and loving. So anybody around me, most people who know me, they know that it's all happiness, vibes, and joy, and all those kind of positivity. So that's just me, and I'm very happy to be here to speak to you, wonderful ladies.
Thank you so much. Like, I don't think there's any doubt about you being an easygoing person. We can see it already. So, thank you. You're
Thank you.
welcome. I'll pass the mic on to Grace.
I can hear there's an echo. I don't know if it's coming from,
I,
and this internet has to. I don't know. You know how the topic we have today and what we're going to be talking about today is certainly audacious. And you know how some things will come. It's coming in the form of internet, whatever. But I mean, we have someone that has done something really audacious, and we will pull through. The question I want to ask is, EJ, when we were introducing this, when we're introducing the show for today, we talked about how you said you wanted to do something, and you'd like to hear from him how it even started. How did you even nurse it? When did it come to you that yes, you are into tech, and then I think I want to do this. Take us on a journey. Tell
yeah.
us when the idea came up and how you were able to get it into what we can now see.
Yeah, very good question. But the surprising answer to that question is that I hope you can hear me clearly. Is it still echoing? Okay, because I just turned off the mic. Maybe I use the computer microphone. So, as I was saying, I didn't really plan to do this Guinness World Record. It just came up suddenly. So, many people who do Guinness World Record, who attempt Guinness World Record, they usually have planned years of planning. Some people have 3 years of planning, like the other lady who was ahead. She had 3 years of planning for her event. So I didn't really plan for it. It just came, when they say a message just came to you and you acted upon it. That's what happened to me. Prior to, one morning, my friend just spoke to me, my very good friend and brother. We're just joking in the morning, and he said to me, "Oh, they call me King Abel. Like, you can do this. I mean, why not do this Guinness World Record? People are doing Guinness World Record." The Udabasi lady, I think she did a pot of food event recent at that time. That was in September or something like that. So my friend also said to me, you can do this Guinness World Record now. You have been training people and you are very good at it. And it was just like a message. We just laughed over it, but I was like, oh yes, I can do something like this. I mean, this is actually a very valuable attempt. It's an impactful, attempt to do. So I was like, and I've been training people. So that's what people need to realize. A lot of things you've been doing can set you prepared for something huge that you have no idea about. So I never thought I would do Guinness World Record. It has never crossed my mind. I didn't even know that you could do trainings. I thought it's only this food thing, longest hair, tallest man, and all this kind of, not so like, mainstream things, like let's put it like that. So entertainment things, yes, and something like that, skydiving and all. So I just acted upon that message from my friend, and I looked it up. If there is there anything like training, tech training, I do cloud engineering, AI engineering, I'm a tech professional. So and I saw, yes, there's something like that. There are a couple of other attempts. And I'm like, okay, this one fits into what I'm doing. And I've trained people for 12 hours straight. And I heard there are breaks. You can have 5 minutes per hour. You can accumulate it to form breaks. So I was like, yes, this is great. I can do this so that I can reach more people and be that's my vision for the next 5 years to make sure that I empower people, share my knowledge, which is the reason I founded my latest startup company, NexEdge Technologies. So it just fell in place. And at the time, I was shortly due to come to Nigeria for a project that my company is working with other companies, Bridge to Work. So it just fell perfectly, and I applied. So that when my friend said that to me, the next day or the same day, I looked it up how to apply, and I put in my application. And in the next few days, they approved it because I put in details that I think they liked. The current record was 60 hours, and I was aiming to go for. No, the current record was at the time was 48 hours, 15 minutes, and I wanted to stretch it to 60 hours. So that's how I applied, got the approval, set the date, 21st, and all of that. So that's how it happened. I hope I answered that clearly.
You did, but before I pass the baton to our dear Scott is here. Good to have you. I'm going to pass
Yeah.
it on to you. But before I pass it on to you, when people do you're going to answer a question. What audacious or what are the things that you have done as a person besides this big one, Guinness World Record? Tell us some things that you have done. And the reason I'm asking this question is for some people now, they might just wake up and decide to do this Guinness World
True. Without getting prepared.
to show me that. Okay, all right. I need you to share some of the things that as a person you have done, because for your friend to even tell you that you can do this thing, you must have exhibited some traits of someone who is audacious, someone who goes for something they want to do. So I want you to take us back a bit. Take us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it my
I think you
network?
get the question. You can go ahead, yes, because
Okay,
the
yes.
network.
Probably
Yes.
as a young child growing up, maybe in your secondary school, primary school, university, some things that you did that were outstanding and probably groundbreaking that gave some of your friends the idea that this guy, you have something, and that would even give them the guts to tell you to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
Gracie, your network is breaking.
yes.
So I think we get the question. So let him go for it.
Yeah, so I'll just go ahead then. Thank you so much, Grace. Um, to be honest, I don't know how to place okay, so I would say that so first off, as a little kid or as a young boy, they've always people have always called me King and all that. I'm named King Abel. So I feel like I cannot really say if I am one kind of audacious human being as you are using the word, but I have done a couple of things. Yeah, like I like to do like something different from what other people attempt. And I was a brilliant kid, I believed, top in class, all those kind of things, good in some science subjects. But to answer the question in relation to the Guinness World Record thing, I've jumped off the sky before. Just to let you know, I've jumped off an airplane, skydiving from 30,000 feet. So yes, you can look up my Instagram. Is there, is there. So maybe those kind of things makes people feel like I'm not scared to do things. I've never been scared in my life. I've never been scared of anybody. I do things I believe that I want to do. Regardless of what other people feel like I can't. I just believe attempting things is most important to me, even if I don't get them. So those are the kind of things that I can say that I like to do and all of that. And some of these things, to be very, I don't want to feel like I just do them and it's not such a big deal. I don't see myself trying and doing them. Like this Guinness World Record. If I tell you I was not even phased that if I was never going to reach 60 hours, my fear was even more on my students and the witnesses not showing up, because the Guinness World Record had so many rules. You have to have 20 students present. That particular record attempt is the most, in my view, is one of the most difficult, because it has moving parts. Students must be there, witnesses must be there. You can imagine you have to provide food, power at all times for the 60 hours. So it was a lot of moving things. So I was never scared of myself not doing 60 hours. My fear was more on the students, that am I going to have the 20 people who do that? Maybe I could have 15, 10, but the 20, would they be there? And I'm just so thankful. That's why I called the student heroes in one of my media rounds. Like they are the heroes of this, not even me. Because me, I already fortified myself before time. I've done 12 hours straight, like I was saying earlier. I've trained so many people this year. So it was sort of easy, or effortless, that I just needed to push myself a bit. And that's how we achieved this. Oh, it's clear,
I don't know.
Grace.
Scott is not here. Okay, so I hear fearlessness, the ability to go ahead. A lot that I'm sure we'll see unpack. Over to you, the EJ, the energetic EJ.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing. And I love when you said that the students were your hero. But you also mentioned that for you, because you've been fortified, meaning that it feels like from that, what I hear is you lived a prepared life, right? So
Yes.
you're always ready. Like, okay, I mean, this is me. It's not that I'm trying to be this, but then this opportunity comes. Okay, let's do it because I'm ready. What
Exactly.
can you paint a picture for us of what being fortified mean? By you being ready or you living ready, what does that look like for you, especially as a tech person?
Very important question. Thank you so much. And yes, so what does being fortified or prepared means is putting in the work. You have to, show up, in the tech space, you need to develop important skills, deep skills. So over the years, 10 years of experience in cloud and AI in recent times, you know, you can imagine the depth of things I've done, the companies I work for, projects I've done. So putting all that, developing those kind of deep skills, and also developing training skills, which comes to me naturally even since I was in school. Many of my schoolmates know I teach people mathematics. I've helped too many people become mathematics genius. That's the story for another day. So being fortified means just doing the work, trying your best. Some people want things very quickly, which is a bit annoying. You just want to get the result sharp, sharp. You don't want to go through process. You have to develop skills, and it comes through a phase, a process. Just show up, do the right thing, and at the end of the day, everything will fall in place. Like this thing just fell in place for me. It seems like maybe when I started the training live as a company, that was even the preparation for this Guinness World Record thing, and even another bigger things to come. So you see, it just came in like you attested, and it just just flowed, and that's what it means to be fortified. So people listening to me, make sure you try. This whole thing didn't just happen all of a sudden. People are really surprised. How are you able to pull 60 hours? Even my own teammates, They were like, I want to see if you can really do this. Like, King, I know you do, but let's see if I'm like, I already in my mind, I already done that. I had already manifested it. It was just so even when I lost my voice, if you listen, if you watch the live coverage out in the 30th or thereabout hour, because I was talking non-stop, I lost my voice. But even at that, I was like, get me, I was telling my team, just get me Tom Tom or one of those things to ease me. I will push myself and finish this up. It's not just to double the 30 hours again. So I already prepared for it, let's say it like that. And that involves building skills, trying things out. I did a lot of startups in the past and still
Right.
do. And it was just so like that.
I love it. There were some questions that came in earlier on, and one of it is, what were you telling yourself every day as you prepared for the big day? What were you telling yourself? What was going on in your mind?
Yes, all I was telling myself is that so my biggest fear, like I said, was the student not, the one thing we need to understand, just to digress from that question, is that we we prepared for all this in like 1 month. We used 1 month, like 4 weeks. So there were a lot of what I described with the whole moving part. It was a lot of activities on a daily basis. Me and myself and the team. So the focus on a daily basis, I was just so concerned about this getting the right student, committed student, because that was really essential. Speaking to myself, I already was saying that I would do these 60 hours for myself. I already was just manifesting positivity, speaking. I even did a 60 hours. People didn't know this, but I did 60-hour countdown on my own, like a week before the event. I count down 60 hours in my apartment, in my room, with a clock counting 60 hours or more. It was even more than 60 hours. So all those things were like the belief that not sleeping. I know it's very difficult not to sleep. Me, I like sleeping. My folks, they know that growing up as a kid, I like to sleep. I've never done midnight reading in boarding school where people will be reading midnight. I never did all that. My friends who know me they can attest to that. So, but I just conditioned my mind that this was something impactful. My aim wasn't too much on the Guinness World Record, but the fact that I could reach people who want to learn, more people, over 60 people, and even more people that will be inspired by that, youngster, secondary school students, and all that. So I just believe I was speaking positive words to myself on a daily, even in my actions and all of those things.
Thank you so much. I don't know what is happening with Scott's visuals, but Scott, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good
Hello, Scott.
afternoon.
Okay, so I don't know, but something keeps going on and then your screen goes blank, but I know you're there. So if you have any questions, just shoot. We can hear you, but just go ahead. Probably your
My
your
screen is
will
blank
come
now.
back. Yes.
Oh, village people, see me.
It's okay. Please just go ahead if you have a question for Abel.
Okay, well, I would love to say, Mr. Abel, thank you so much, for all the wonderful things you've shared. One thing I just wanted to maybe ask from my own angle, from my own end, is that, of course, you've told us how much you manifested majority of this with positive thinking, with with affirmations.
Am I still live? Oh, sorry.
Oh, can you hear him? Can you hear Scott?
I can't hear Scott. Sorry.
Oh, I see.
Can you guys hear him?
Okay, but we can hear Scott. You cannot hear him. We can't see him, but we can hear him.
Well, we can hear him, yes.
I cannot. I can hear all you both, but I can't hear.
We can't hear Scott. Oh no.
This is
so maybe you can pass
this
this question to me.
But I can hear him. You see. Okay,
Scott, maybe you can go ahead to ask your question and then we will repeat it.
Okay.
With her.
All right. So my question was, was there no point, because obviously when people are in the middle of making such huge jumps, let me not say move, because this is a real jump. When people are in the middle of making this kind of huge jumps, definitely at one point or the other, there is either an imposter syndrome or a voice, maybe from someone or somewhere, either in their mind or from an external place that says, guy, are you really sure you could do this? Are you sure you can do this? Was there any point where that came up for you, and how did you deal with it?
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Abel, Scott is asking, like, when people are taking audacious steps like this, oftentimes, even if the naysaying does not come from them, it could come from outside. Like, are you sure? Are you sure this thing you want to do? Are you sure? Was there any point that you felt that way? Like, am I sure I want to do this thing? Or was there external voices that was questioning how sure you were, and how did you navigate that?
Yeah, so I never doubted I could do it as a individual, but the process, the whole planning, the whole work involved in achieving or organizing the event made me at some point was like, am I sure I didn't just rush this thing? Because I spoke to, the Guinness World Record had that's why I said this particular attempt was anybody attempting to do a teaching this, please ensure you follow those rules. You look into it very well. It's really, really difficult because one of the rules is to get witnesses. Except you want to bring witnesses from the Guinness World Record organization in the UK, which will cost you hundreds of thousands of pounds because you need to pay for their flight, their accommodation, and you need a whole lot of them, like over 20, like in my case. The rules are so strict that 2 witnesses must be there for every 4-hour shift. You can imagine how many witnesses you have. So that was the most difficult part, and I'm so thankful there were no surprises. I spoke to over 100 colleagues that are into DevOps and this cloud thing, software engineering, and all that. I was thankfully, that's why those witnesses are also silent heroes that people didn't recognize, because some of them came back-to-back shifts. They returned, sitting down. I mean, for the students, they were learning something. For the trainer, I was teaching, I was engaged. But the witnesses sat sitting for 4 hours straight, just looking, writing notes. I mean, it was really difficult. I mean, people who understand this know what I'm talking about. So that part was the most difficult part. I was like, I think it was just at the end that we completed the numbers, because some of them were like, and they had to come in midnight. Imagine a witness coming by 1 a.m. to witness what you're doing. It means they must have believed in you, see what you're doing, appreciate what you're trying to do. Because trust me, if it's other kind of record, like maybe not so inspiring, except you go and pay people. You must pay people to do that kind of. But we didn't pay anybody, but they just took it upon themselves as helping or contributing. So that was the part that made me feel like, I should have just, but thankfully it went great. And you can see now so everybody's celebrating this. I mean, it was just perfect at the end. So with the right belief and manifestation, those things, good things will come your way.
I love it. And it just kind of automatically answers one of the questions that also came in, like, how did you select your team? And for me, what I'm hearing you with this, you're saying, especially with the weaknesses, is that, see, at the end of the day, you better be a good person in this life.
Yes. So, I mean, many of them fact-checked me. I didn't know them from anywhere. I just reached out to them on LinkedIn, because the record, the rule is that you must not even know them. You can't go and bring.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You can't go and bring your family members. If it was so, I'll go and pack all my colleagues that I know personally.
Are you serious?
They must be physically present. So it was a lot. I believe many of them checked what I was doing, and they felt like, okay, this guy. Even I spoke to them. Imagine speaking to hundreds of people.
Wow, almost like you're interviewing them to kind of present your case. Wow.
I had to let them know what I'm trying to do. Please, ask them because I'm at their mercy. Because if they don't If they are not there, then the record will not be attested or even considered something.
So let me say something here. This is so powerful. Oh my God, this is powerful because you said, so as you talk to them, they fact checked you. Where did they find some of the work you've done in the past?
Yeah, so since I founded NexEdge Technologies, I have so many materials online and in YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the social media platforms. You could see my footprint. Even on LinkedIn, you can see what I've done, the companies I've worked for. So yeah, I believe that's what they looked at, and maybe the way we also spoke, and they saw that okay, this is a person that we can work with. I never paid. They didn't ask for anything. They could easily ask how much are you going to pay me for this, and they are in their rights. But they didn't ask for anything. They just like, I'm going to do this for you. One of them you came 3 times in the midnight in
Wow.
the 3
That's
days.
12 hours.
I'm telling
Wow.
you, that particular guy, a youngster, he came 3 times. Some of them also came twice. Some of them wanted to come twice, but they couldn't because of their distance and all that. But I just appreciated all of them. I'm so thankful. If this Guinness World Record, when they review it and approve, which we are hoping, I think I will dedicate this to the witness because they are the
Mm, they're the
heroes. They are the
heroes,
silent
unsung
heroes
heroes.
people are not aware of. The students were getting something. Even the students too, they were changing, they were rotating. Students were going and coming. But witnesses, they are just so on point.
Wow, I love it. I mean, this is just, let me plug this here and I'll pass the mic on to Gracie as we start to get closing out the conversation. Is that this is what we're talking about: visibility, visibility with purpose. That you are online. Don't just be online because everybody is online. What are you doing? What is your track record? What are you putting out there that people can go back to and reference on days like this? First of all, you heard Abel, he said he didn't plan this in the first place. Like, it wasn't a desire or something that he planned and say, one day I am going to win Guinness record. No, he lived, he was dedicated to his job and to his calling and to his skill. Then people around him were like, this guy, you are doing things, you are audacious, you can do it. Why didn't they go for it? But they saw something in Abel to say, you know what, I think you can do this, let's do it, go for it, go for it. They pushed him. But guess what? Two things could have happened. Abel could have said, good, I mean, it's a good idea, but let me do it next year. Let me prepare. Let me prepare.
Yes.
And next year I will do it. But
Excuse.
no, because he lives, prepared. It's like, really, I can do this. Belief, no excuses. Then the hour came. You need weaknesses that don't know you, man. That's like that. Hey God, oh. So number one, two things could have happened at that point. Like, where will I get 20 people that don't know me, that will spend 4 hours in shifts to come and, well, let me use 6 months to gather people together, just to prepare them, send them messages, and then just to be in their radar so that when I go back to them, like, this is also speaking to people who like to prepare until the opportunity you're preparing for will leave and somebody else will win that space, right? But he did it. But the last one that just did it for me is the fact that even as he reached out to people, they were able to check him out and they were able to see his footprint. They were able to see that, oh, okay, this person looks promising. Oh, he did that. Oh, okay, he's been doing this. Okay, this is the one. Okay. You know what? We'll do it for you. We believe in you. You look like a good person. I think you're a good person. I see you're a good person. So please, as you are doing everything you are doing, this is what we're talking about. BK would always say, Kuleshori would always say, you don't know the day, on the day, the eyeballs that will change things for you. You don't know the day
Very true.
that they will be looking at you and they will make that move. So you keep showing up and showing up with purpose and intention. And one day it will click. You see how he said it? Everything just fell in place. It clicked. It wasn't a coincidence. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Gracie,
very
over to
much, energetic EJ.
Me, I'm very okay. So we're moving away from the whole record thing, because before the record, there was someone that was doing something in an industry. And you and I know that the world is now a global village. I mean, thanks to technology, we have, okay, thanks to technology, we have three people from three different continents having a conversation. I'm still going to, I'll wait for this. It's just rolling. I don't know. EJ, if you can hear me, please let me know. I don't know. We're doing this
We can hear you. We
regardless
can
of
hear you. Go
what the
ahead.
network is. Okay,
We can hear you
fantastic.
clearly.
All right. So thanks to technology, we have right now three people on three different continents: the Middle East, Africa, and Europe. The interesting thing about technology is the powerful things that technology can do. And you're in that space, IT, AI. Tell us how relevant this field is. You know, people make a lot of noise, and we also want to touch on cloud engineering. You know, some people will be like, no, too difficult. Oh no,
So
not my thing. Oh, this, oh, that, right? Help someone out there that has shut themselves, like they've shut the door on anything IT, that they believe that IT is not for me. IT is not something that I can venture into. Tell us to my question number one, tell us how relevant IT is. And
good.
secondly, the the cloud engineer and the things that you did, what you taught them, and how it is very important to equip yourself, regardless of the field you find yourself, how important it is to sit down and look at some of these skills that might help you, you know, make money. Maybe tie it to money. Maybe some people will be serious.
Money,
Tie it to
yes.
money.
Money is always important, and it's all about the money, as some people say. But to answer your first question, how relevant or important the IT is to anyone, it's the relevance of IT cannot be overemphasized. Tech is relevant in almost all areas. I mean, it's a service industry. IT is a service industry. It services almost everything. So, I mean, if you are not wanting to expose yourself to computer technologies, you're just maybe undermining yourself, for lack of a better word. So people should, no matter how little exposing yourself to technology, just try your best. Even if it's to know some things that an average person will not know, try to know. You will see the importance in even that craft you really love, that passion that you have, that skill set that you have developed. You will see the relevance of using computer technologies. Now we are in the age of AI. You can see the industry players, the pacemakers, Jason Wong, all these top billionaires, Elon Musk, all these guys, they are stressing the importance of how AI is going to impact everything. They are not just missing words. It's fact. We are in the early stages or approaching the mid stage of that boom. So if you are not exposing yourself to those technologies, you're just waiting and watching people moving ahead. Push yourself to learn, no matter how little. Go and see what's happening there. Even be engaged in the conversations. It will do you a lot of good. That's always my recommendation. And I've trained so many people this year. I set out to train. I had a number. I've even achieved more than I aimed for to train people. And many of the people that I've trained, 190%, are people who didn't know anything about cloud AI before. So you can imagine that. I mean, I don't want to train people who know. I don't want to train my colleagues. Like, why? I want to train people who didn't know, who don't know this, who are passionate, who want to know, who are enthusiastic, interested. So learn these things, you will see the value. You can use it to even create. Imagine you're a content creator, you have love for creating content on social media. Imagine knowing the engineering of these technologies. Like, cloud, machine learning. I'm not saying you must be the expert, because there's no such thing as that. Imagine, is there anything like who is the most profound machine learning or AI engineer in the world? Nothing like that. It's just people who are doing in different degrees. So no matter the position you are, you can use it for your own benefit. You can create content, just content creation. If you are a consultant, you can use it to suggest solutions to companies. If you are in sales, you can use it. You can sell the technologies for a company. The fact that you can even sell cloud technologies for Google Cloud, Microsoft AWS, they will be in love with you, because that's what they need to take their product to everywhere across the world. NexEdge is consulting for companies, and we are selling Google Cloud solutions. Google Cloud, they are very happy with us. AWS to Azure, they say, oh, this guy, we can work. There are many things you can do, but some people just look at it from that engineering standpoint, that it's too difficult. I cannot do it. I don't code. I don't like to code. All those kind of. That is not exactly the case. And do you know the most interesting thing? Learning this thing is now 100. I want to say 100,000 times, but it will be like I'm just exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. It's now 100 times easier with this AI. To learn tech now is 100 times easier. Back in the day, just 5 years ago, to develop cloud engineering skills was so difficult. Ask my colleague. I don't want to sound like I'm just making this up. To learn this cloud or AI, machine learning, data science, all the cyber security, these deep areas. Just 5 years ago, in 2020, it was really difficult. But now, with AI, I can assure you, if you are interested, with the right guidance structure, in 6 months, in 3 to 6 months, you can develop the skill that can even land you jobs. How do I know this? I have trained so many people this year. Many of them are working. They are full-time engineers. They are full-time employees, especially in Germany, where I live, in Berlin. So go on social media, you see, what's it called? Those feedbacks, or how do they call it? Testimonials of sessions we've had and all that. So people will be looking at it from that, it's too, but I can assure you there are many things you can do. Just go for it. If you have the interest, go for it. Don't be scared. Just that curiosity can even make you and there's no way you will learn this kind of things that you will not be pleased with yourself. You will be happy with yourself first before even talking about the job part, because you believe that I can do this thing that look very abstract or difficult from afar. I'm using this tool. I'm doing coding things. I'm the one deploying things. I'm touching Git. I'm talking these technologies. It will make you so glad before you not even talk of even, because if you're not happy, how can you even get a job? I mean, you people are the emotions people, the intelligent, you know that if you're not even joyful, if you land a job, you will lose it. You will be frustrated, you have imposter syndrome. So you need to even be happy with yourself, believe in yourself, be confident before you even translate that to other opportunities. So the point is, go for these things, learn it, and it's relevant in everything. Like if you're a doctor, if you're a lawyer, there are lawyers in our company, just to mention that. There are lawyers doing this cloud and AI. There are roles relevant in this for the lawyers in the tech space. Things like AI ethics officer, compliance, this and that. These are people from the law background that know technologies. But if you're just sitting down saying, I'm a lawyer, I'm a finance person, it doesn't concern me, this and that, you will be watching as your colleagues are advancing in this AI wave, in this boom. There will be more startups in 2026. The number of startups that will come up will surpass what the startups that were created this year. Many startups were founded this year. In 2020, it will even be 10 times more than that. And all this will come with roles, new, positions and all. It is people who know the technologies that we know them. People say it is saturated. How? where the roles are still available to be filled. So I don't want to make this a. Let me know. I'll just shut up now.
Yeah, you know, before, do you know when you were calling lawyers, you know what just came to my head? I was just like, hey, AI. Just imagine one having a case and then the person, you know, goes to type, you know, what are the possible questions that I can that I'll be cross-examined with, or what are the questions that my opponents would ask me. You know, this one is you have to be on top of your game when
Yes,
it
no.
comes to
Very
AI
true.
and IT generally. I was just when you were just saying, I was just like, okay, what will give you leverage over the other person is beefing up your skills and getting more. Over to you, the EJ. We can stay here all day because this conversation
I
is
feel
really
like
interesting.
I really feel like Mr. Abel, we will bring you back on the show just to come and talk about this part. Because
Yes.
I can feel the passion, and with the way you say it, and because you, like you said, you love what you do. It's evident, right? And so because of that, it's easier for people to absorb it from you. But
Thank
if
you.
you were doing this only because that's where the money is, it will be different. The energy will be different. But you're
Yes,
doing
very
it
true.
because you want to truly impact and help people. And I can feel that energy from you. And so it's even making me interested, like, say, but come and teach me. Like, say, I
You're
will
welcome.
learn. If you are the teacher, I will learn. And this is what happened to us when we're growing up, where some student you think you don't like a subject, but
Yeah,
apparently it was the teacher
it
that
was
made
the
you hate
teacher.
that
True.
subject. Not because you're not good at it, but the teacher was just terrible. And because of that teacher, you just hated that subject. And that's how most of us are just traumatized for nothing. But that's okay. Thank God for knowledge now. And we are growing. And we are treating our trauma. but yeah it's really beautiful that you carry that aura of, like, I really want to help. It feels like I'll be happy, even if I have to pay. I'll be happy that, please just teach me, because there's that energy that is coming off, like, I see this thing is easy, I can help you, and we can see. So we would love to have you back on the show, sometime soon, sometime
Yeah.
in the coming year, to just talk about this, because it is the topic of the hour, to be honest. I was talking earlier about the Great Summit, and this was the same thing that Gary V was saying, and I
Yeah.
wrote a whole article about it, from his keynote speech about, see, there's no point, you're trying to predict the future. What AI will cause. Don't predict the future. The one that you have now, can you learn it? Can you master it and not let it master you? Can you learn it and not be afraid and say, oh no, let's not, don't do it at all? You will be left behind, and your kids would
Very true.
then, how will you communicate if your kids are now AI friendly and you are not? There will be a huge disconnect, right? But if you at least learn it or have an idea of it, know what's going on there, you're able to even guide the kids, the younger ones. And I think that's why what you do is actually important. Helping people learn these skills, because now they can be guided to use these skills positively. Because otherwise, if we allow them just go free flow on their own, there is the dark web out there, and no time better than now that the dark web can suck more young people in, if people who are vast in this knowledge are not standing up to say, come, let's teach you, come and learn the ethical way of doing things, right? So thank you for the work that you do. We celebrate you, and
Thank
would
you.
love to have you again on the show. But congratulations are in order. We hope and look forward to the Guinness announcement, so that we can see that picture and that frame. Yes, I can now boldly say, me, I know a Guinness World Record, close and up close and personal. Like I've spoken to him before. But yeah, thank you so much
Very
for joining
nice.
us today. As we wrap up this session, I want you to speak to a young person, because again, I know, maybe in fact speak to everybody, because even the older ones, we cannot be oblivious anymore, like, of the way technology is going. Gary Vee said that the technology, by history, technology always wins. So there's no
Yeah.
point saying, no, that's how they said in 2006, that internet, who will do internet? Now,
Social media. Mhm.
everybody, even old woman now. can swipe. It's on social media. Do you see? So there's no escaping it. So I want you to speak to everyone who's going to watch this now and watch it later. How should they position for tech generally? What's your word? What's your advice to people as we wrap up this session?
Yeah, thank you very much, Jay. You've said so many profound things that, I don't even know where to. I just don't want to echo your words, but you are just so on point. I appreciate you. Also, Grace, so amazing. You guys are highly inspirational figures. People should watch out for you and also follow you and, like disciples. I really appreciate. So yeah, to last words and encouragement to youngsters or even other people who care to listen, please, especially in the tech side of things, expose yourself to the technologies that are relevant today. Cloud computing, cybersecurity, AI engineering, machine learning, those technologies that are going to lead going forward. In fact, the top most of all of them is the cloud. Everything sits inside the or sits on the cloud. So if you expose yourself to this technology, you can do wonders going forward in the years to come as a young professional. Imagine 16-year-old are developing these kind of skills. I'm just so envious of them because in the next 10 years, those my I call them my sons. John, all of them, Daniel, 16 years old, 15. They've learned these things. And I see what they are doing. They are in Covenant University, Babcock. They are going to do great in our University of Abuja and all. Make we no discriminate private schools. So you get my point. So many of them are doing great, even young guys and ladies. They are just going to watch out for them. They are going to found so many impressive startups in Nigeria because they have exposed themselves to the right technologies. That's my advice to every young stars or parents of young people. Allow your youngster who loves computer, who loves gadgets, technologies, give them the exposure to learn these things. You can never go wrong with learning these things. The people, all the guys you see doing great in the tech space in Nigeria, that you are wondering, how were they able to create this? How did they create a Paystack, Flutterwave, Nairaland, all these impressive things in Nigeria? Or even Nigerian banks. Where do you think they all expose themselves from an early age? And now it's even much more easier now to expose them now to the right things. Don't expose them to TikTok. They'll be creating, everybody now want their little kids. Most people want their little kids to be doing content, not valuable content that can stand the test of time. If your content don't get appreciated, you will go down. Many content people have lost their relevance. But if you build skills that will stand the test of time, you will just thrive. Look at many tech people. Their position will always going to be, they are always going to be relevant in the next decades to come. Even artists, people who love music, expose them to tech side. They can build solutions for music platforms. Imagine a musician or tech music related person was the one who founded all these technologies that are streaming. That person will do great. You see some musicians too founding their own thing. Mr. Easy, before Mr. Easy in that's Nigeria. In the world space, you see Jay-Z owning streaming platforms and all that. All these things you need to know, no matter the area, expose yourself to technologies. And the right technologies these days is the AI technologies, the cloud technologies. They are the leading ones. And you cannot go wrong. Even older people, who are like, feel like you are not old. As long as you're not 100 years old or even 80, you know old. Let me speak it. You know old. Just go and learn. You go and what does it
Even
take
if
you to
you're
use 3
100.
months to learn? Whether you like it, that 3 months will pass. So you might as well use that 3 months to learn something, or 6 months, because it will make you feel good. So go for it, be positive. While you are doing that, don't just look at it, because I see that a lot. I train people, I come across thousands of people, with doing what I'm doing. They always come, I want to learn this. I want to get a job so that I'll be getting $200,000. I will just tell them, don't even near me with that kind of mindset. Don't near me. Because you are not ready. You are not a serious person. You are just looking at the money from day one. That's the wrong mindset. You need to build skills first. Develop skills, then from there other opportunities will come. No matter how small, start it. It is from small that you transition, to become expert. So that's it, and I hope even schools
So
in
beautiful.
Nigeria, people who know school owners, who know school administrators in Nigeria, let us expose schools, Nigerian schools, secondary schools, to these technologies. It will make us churn out reasonable or valuable engineers or tech people coming up in the next decade to come. So I don't want to, overstretch
So
it, but
good.
I think I've made my
So
point.
good.
That's
I
very
will do our
important. I
part
don't want us
to
to
do all that.
fly over that. And that's just to state the
I can't
relevance
hear
of
you.
that. You know how fashion and music is taking over the world, is helping Nigeria
Grace, I can't
stay
hear
on the.
you, or is it just me?
EJ, can you hear me?
I can hear her. I can hear Grace.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Oh, you can't hear Grace?
I can't hear you guys.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Okay, while he's
No?
trying to figure that out,
What happened? All of a sudden,
I think it's from his end.
is it
Yeah.
But
my?
I'll quickly say something that we've been able to use our fashion, our music, and some of these things to be on the global space. Science and technology, we think, is far from us, and that's not the truth. With the likes of Abel doing amazing things in tech, and a Nigerian, he's offering his platform to teach young Nigerians to be able to become global citizens using tech. So this is a call to people that stakeholders and people that can make these things happen. Please, you can reach out to Abel. You can, if you're not able to reach out to him directly because he's there. You can Google him out. You can reach out to him. You can reach out to NexEdge, or you can also reach out to any of us. You can use you can get through to him on Your Voice, Your Impact, so that we can start using this opportunity that we have to build the science and tech world. Africa can actually get on that map. So we need to do that through this. Thank you for using your voice for impact. And I'm very, very happy to be a part of this. I'm listening to you, and I'm also, learning a thing or two. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for coming on our show.
All right, thank you. And thank you everyone who also joined the live stream today. Big Joe, we see you. Hex, we see you. Thank you so much for commenting and for being a part of
Thank
it.
you very much. I don't know why I can't hear you
Yeah,
both.
yeah.
It's so weird.
All your
But can
people,
you hear me?
yes. Yes, we can hear you.
Wow, what's happening?
Oh, you can't hear
All
us.
this streaming platform. We need to build our own in Nigeria.
I'm telling
All
you.
I'm not that reliable.
I'm
In the next year, that's what I'm talking about. A 15-year-old, 16 who is listening to me can be inspired to build something. I mean, build anything. You can be anywhere and develop skills. Nowadays, all of us are global citizens. I'm not restricted to African continent. I'm worldwide. So build whatever you can anywhere in the world.
Absolutely.
But I can't hear you. I don't know why, but if you can hear me, anyway.
All right, we can hear you.
Thank you all both for having me. I'm so pleased. I would love to be back if you have me next time, and it would be really nice to exchange ideas and learn from you, inspiring figures.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And thank you,
Thanks.
Kanayo. We see you.
Merry
We're not
Christmas
leaving
and
you
happy
out.
holidays.
Kanayo, we see you. Thank you so much. All right, guys, this is where we join the curtain today on the show. And of course, we're going to have Mr. Abel back because we need to dive deeper into talking about tech, especially for young people, but generally, right? And to know how he can be a part of that, all right? How you can benefit from what he's doing. And we're going to be sharing more, maybe more snippet about, or if we know about his courses or his training, we can also share on our platform, because this is very important for the time that we're in. And like he said, when he predicted that in 2026 there will be more startups, and these are startups that will be AI based, that will be technology based. So you don't want to sit on your laurels. You want to be out there to learn what you can learn, so that you can apply it to whatever industry you belong to. As he's even speaking, I'm like, wow, we need to think about this, on how we can add some level of this training into the training that we're preparing for our audience in a few months, in a few weeks from now. So yeah, please, thank you so much for joining us. Please follow us across social media at Your Voice, Your Impact Show. Follow the work that we do. And thank you for being here today. God bless you. Merry Christmas in advance. I know we're getting close, but yeah, happy holidays to everyone around the world. See you all next week. Bye-bye.